we all have a similar story that we like what we do. We're passionate about what we do. We just don't like how much of it we do. And so I would urge you to start thinking about retirement in a very different process and really starting to construct a life that you're retiring to. You don't have to wait until you retire to start your life. Start your life, the life you're retiring to, now. Hi, I'm Dr. Ariana Demers, and I am leading the way in orthopedics and regenerative medicine. And I wanted to share a story with you today regarding my colleague, who is an anesthesiologist, and his experience with retirement. So part of this story I want to talk about because this is something that I'm passionate about, but also a cautionary tale. Don't miss out. Please subscribe to our newsletter now to stay ahead of the world of orthobiologics. You can find the link below. Additionally, if you're ready to start this journey with me in my orthobiologics masterclass, come join us. So this is my colleague. He's an anesthesiologist. He's been working in the business for 20, 30 years, and he's reaching retirement age, and he was lining up all his ducks in a row. He had a replacement. His daughter was actually training as an anesthesiologist, and she was going to come join the practice and take his slot. And there was going to be no issues. There's not going to be leaving anybody short. And he had it all planned out. And so his daughter graduated from her anesthesiology residency. She came, she joined the practice, and he had a big retirement party, and he retired. And then a month later, I saw him back in the operating room working. And I said, "Hey, I thought you retired." And he's like, "Yeah, I just didn't really have anything to do. So I'm back." But it's great because now I don't have to work weekends. I don't have to work nights. I just come to work, do my job, and go home. It's great. I love it. And so this brings up 2 points. Number one, when you are planning and looking towards retirement, I want you to ask yourself the question, are you looking to retire from something, or are you looking to retire to something? Because those are very, very different mindsets. When you're looking towards retirement because you just don't want to be doing the thing you're doing now, you're retiring from your work. And what you may find is, like my friend, is that when you retire, you really haven't constructed anything to retire to. And so I would urge you to start thinking about retirement in a very different process and really starting to construct a life that you're retiring to. And you may find that you actually like the work, you just don't want to do it as much. And that brings me to point number 2. When I think about this story, and I think about dozens of other doctors that I've talked with and are clients of mine, we all have a similar story that we like what we do. We're passionate about what we do. We just don't like how much of it we do. And so that is something that I have come upon. I think it's a dosing issue, right? Just like the proper dose of a medication can harm or help, just like in regenerative medicine, dose is massively important. I think in medicine, as physicians, dosing is really important. And so it's not that you want to retire from medicine, it's that we need to change the dose. And so really what I'm urging you to do is consider what dose would keep your cup full and not cause burnout, not cause utter exhaustion, not cause you to not like your job anymore. And then when you start to think about retirement, maybe you can construct the life that you're retiring to, and maybe that includes not retiring. And then you don't have to be so dead set on retiring from your current job. You don't have to wait until you retire to start your life. Start your life, the life you're retiring to, now. Manage the dose of the work you're doing so that it continues to inspire you to make an impact, to leave the world better than you found it. So I hope this story has given you a little pause for thought, and I hope that we will consider dose and what we're retiring to. Thanks for listening, and come find me on the business of orthobiologics, and we'll see you soon.